Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Monday, December 12, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. Also, check out our perks and join the High Stakes membership. Joining the High Stakes membership is easy, is cheap, but it will help a lot in the growth process of this channel. Plus, if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. By becoming a member of the High Stakes Patreon, you will have access to our best team picks, total picks, parlay picks and much more. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. And make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Indiana Pacers vs Miami Heat. The Miami Heat are stumbling. They have dropped 3 out of their last 4 games, including defeats against the Pistons and a home loss against a Spurs team that only has 8 wins. The Pacers are strong at home where they have won 5 out of their last 7 bouts. Furthermore, the Heat have allowed an average of 117 points in their last 3 road games, which is above their season average of 110 points. The Pacers have a better offensive efficiency rating than the Heat, posting 109.4 points per 100 possessions, while the Heat has dipped to 107.9 points per 100. Indiana continues to shine offensively, averaging 120 points in its last 4 games. They already beat the Heat by a 101-99 score in the lone meeting. Indiana is hot from deep, sinking at least 40% of their threes in 3 straight clashes, including a 48% performance on Saturday. Indiana Pacers plus 3 points. The Pacers rank 4th in pace leading into this Eastern Conference clash with the Heat. Indiana is 1-1 since returning from a 7-game road trip, but they played a bad game against the Nets Saturday, allowing them to score 136 points without Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving in the lineup. The total number has gone under in 6 of 7 games between these clubs at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Brooklyn is 23rd in pace, but they get KD and Kyrie back for this game, and they should put up a big number considering how poorly they played last time out. Take the over here with confidence. Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Monday, December 12, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. Also, check out our perks and join the High Stakes membership. Joining the High Stakes membership is easy, is cheap, but it will help a lot in the growth process of this channel. Plus, if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. By becoming a member of the High Stakes Patreon, you will have access to our best team picks, total picks, parlay picks and much more. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. And make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Washington Wizards vs Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn got off to a slow start this season, losing 5 of its first 6 games. The Nets were unable to get back to the .500 mark until November 28, when they beat Orlando in what was the 2nd game of their current hot stretch. They have now won 7 of their last 8 games, with a lone loss coming against the hottest team in the NBA, Boston, last Sunday. Brooklyn bounced back from that 103-92 loss with consecutive wins over Charlotte, Atlanta and Indiana. The Nets are getting set for the second game of a 4-game road trip that concludes with matchups in Toronto and Detroit at the end of the week. Washington got off to a strong start this season, winning 10 of its first 17 games. The Wizards have been unable to overcome poor form since then, leading to a miserable stretch since the end of November. They have lost 9 of their last 10 games, with a lone win coming against Minnesota on November 28. Washington has dropped its 6 games since then, but none of those losses have come by more than 11 points. The Wizards are coming off a 114-107 setback against the Clippers on Saturday, as Los Angeles knocked down a tie-breaking three-pointer with 23.8 seconds remaining. This is one of those games where odds makers and sports bettors both have their hands tied until further injury news is released, as there is star power that is questionable to play on both rosters. However, Brooklyn has to be the pick in this game, as the Nets have proven that they can still get the job done without their stars. They were without their top 7 scorers on Saturday and still found a way to win, picking up their 7th win in 8 games. Washington has not been able to figure anything out, losing 6 straight and covering the spread just one time during that skid. Take Brooklyn to cover. The Nets and Wizards are both near the bottom of the NBA in pace heading into this Eastern Conference matchup. The injuries are piling up for the Wizards, and they likely will not have their leading scorer Bradley Beal available. KD and Kyrie sat out the last game, and the Nets played an inspiring game in a 136-133 road win. Considering the pace each team plays at and the injuries to the Wizards' depth, this has all the makings of a low-scoring game. The total number has gone under in 7 of Brooklyn's last 9 games against Southeast Division opponents. As long as the Nets hold Washington to under 110 points, this game will almost certainly go under. Take the under, 228 points. Memphis Grizzlies vs Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks entered this contest 14th in scoring offense by averaging 113.2 points per game. Atlanta is 9th in rebounding by collecting 44.5 boards a night, while the team stands 24th by dishing out 23.4 assists per contest. Atlanta is 18th in the league in scoring defense, as they allow opponents to score 113.8 points per game this season. Trae Young leads the team with 27.5 points and 9.5 assists per game this season. John Collins puts up 12.3 points plus 7.5 rebounds a night. DeAndre Hunter chips in 14.9 points a game, while Dejounte Murray pours in 20.8 points, 5.4 rebounds and 6.2 assists a night. Clint Capella, 11.8 points, 12.2 rebounds, AJ Griffin, Onyeka Okongwu, Justin Holiday, Jalen Johnson, Aaron Holiday, Frank Kaminsky and Bogdan Bogdanovic, 15.5 points, are key rotation pieces for coach Nate McMillan. Atlanta is 18th in the league in field goal percentage by hitting 46.5% of their shots from the floor this season. The Hawks are 30th in threes per game, as they hit 9.7 per contest, and stand 29th in three-point percentage, as they hit 32.1% of their attempts from beyond the arc. On the season, the Grizzlies are 10th in the league in scoring offense, as they average 115 points per game this season. Memphis is first in the league in rebounding with 48.7 boards a night, while the team is 14th by dishing out an average of 24.8 assists a night. The Grizzlies are near the middle of the league defensively, as they are 12th in the league by allowing an average of 112 points per contest. Ja Morant leads the team as he averages 27.7 points plus 7.8 assists a night. Desmond Bane puts up 24.7 points a game, while Santi Aldama, 9.8 points, 5.8 rebounds, Tyus Jones, 10.1 points, Jaren Jackson Jr., 18.7 points, 6.1 rebounds, and John Concher are reliable offensive options for Memphis on the season. Brandon Clark, Jake LaRavia, Steven Adams, David Roddy, Dylan Brooks, 17.7 points, and Xavier Tillman are all counted on for Coach Taylor Jenkins' rotation. Memphis stands 20th in field goal percentage as they connect on 46.3% of their attempts from the floor on the season. The Grizzlies splash an average of 12.1 three-pointers a night, putting them 11th in that category. Memphis is 15th in three-point field goal percentage as they knock down 35.8% of their attempts from beyond the arc this season. Atlanta is playing their third game in 4 nights and the second game of a back-to-back here. That's not a good recipe for a Hawks team that entered Sunday losers of 3 straight contests, not to mention one that could potentially be missing 3 starters should Hunter indeed not take the floor. Meanwhile, Memphis is rolling with 5 straight wins, and they are at home, where the Grizzlies have posted an 11-2 record on the year. The Grizzlies are getting healthier with Jackson Jr. and Morant leading the way. With 2 days of rest and no travel involved, you have to back Memphis in this contest as they take advantage of a battered, fatigued Hawks squad. Take Memphis Grizzlies. Both of these programs have been able to push the pace, as the Hawks are 8th in the NBA, with 101.2 possessions per 48 minutes so far, while the Grizzlies are 11th in the league, with 100.4 possessions per 48 minutes up to this point as well. Looking at the offenses in the previous 5 games, Atlanta is scoring 112.2 points per game, while Memphis is averaging 115.4 points per game so far. Things are looking incredibly well offensively, so they should be able to hit the over in this game as well. Take the over 228.5 points.